Everyone's coming down here. NASCAR and fine dining usually don't end up in the same sentence, but for this Charlotte area-based chef, they're part of a career. Duyen Ha is the executive chef for Legacy Motor Club. It's the NASCAR team co-owned by seven-time champion Jimmie Johnson, of course. And she's competing on Bravo's Top Shelf Carolinas edition, which opened its premiere episode at Charlotte Motor Speedway. I mean, just the cool factor all around, Duyen, and you are part of it. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. I'm happy to be here.
So, where are you joining us from, by the way?
I am in Las Vegas. We have a race this weekend, and so we build a restaurant on the track for our partners and for our sponsors. And so I've been on tour for about 6 weeks with the team, and so this is our last stop before we get a little bit of a break.
Oh my gosh! So you're doing your day job, you're competing on a big show. How do you balance it all?
That's a great question. I have a really good team, so I will say that I have great people that are in my corner. So a lot of people have been kind of helping me along this path. But yeah, there's a lot going on at the moment.
All right. So how did the opportunity come to, first of all, join Legacy Motor Club?
So one of my very close friends, Sarah Turner Wells, she was the one that was brought on to really build out this hospitality program. And I have been cooking in Paris for a long time. That's where I did all my training. I did a lot of fine dining, and I also own a champagne and French wine company. And so I kind of stopped cooking for a little bit, but then a lot of different chefs and restaurant had been reaching out for me to do different pop-ups, restaurant takeovers, and I'd been traveling for that. And she's like, oh, well, if you want to travel and be a chef, I actually have this crazy opportunity that we're going to try and pilot if you're interested. So we really started this program last year, and it's something so different than any other team in NASCAR is doing. Like, we really truly build a restaurant on the track, and especially this year we have a rig that follows me around. We build it for 16 different races this year, and it's such a crazy opportunity, but it's also cool to kind of be a disruptor and kind of create the manual at the same time.
Oh my gosh, we're just looking at some of the video that you have done and in your element here at the Motor Speedway. So what is it like then to compete on something like Top Chef? It seems, of course, cooking, adjacent and related, but a different version of you as a chef.
Yes, definitely a different version, definitely different sides. They build out the challenges in a way where it's like one day maybe if we're doing dessert, or maybe, in the Carolinas, I'm assuming we're going to be doing whole hog. And so you have to really bring out different elements and really pull from a lot of memory and different techniques. And I would say that working with Legacy Motor Club has been a really helpful experience, because I build a new menu for every track, and I try to pay homage to every city that I'm at. So I'm already having this very creative, kind of different, I don't like to keep everything the same. I don't like the status quo. And that really prepared me for Top Chef.
So what is it like then to have Jimmie Johnson make a surprise appearance? We do know that already happened, the first episode, which was last week, but what was that like?
I was totally surprised. Well, when I'm driving, as we're in the van driving to the Motor Speedway, the chefs, we can't talk to each other until we actually get to the track. And because I've been to the track a few times, as we're getting there, I'm like, oh, I know exactly where we're going right now. So that was already a really fun surprise. Definitely did not think Jimmie Johnson was going to be there. And so when he kind of calls out, he's like, hey, Duyen, I was like, what is happening right now? All my worlds are colliding.
That is so fun. That is so fantastic. So working with speed, you're in a very fast scene, and having to compete with other chefs, that's got to be a skill set that you can easily tap into.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that I have two sous chefs that fly around with me, but then we also hire some local talent as well. The teams are always kind of changing and moving, and we're just very nimble. We like to pivot if, we realize that there's a problem or there's better solutions. And so that comes with the hospitality team, that comes with the food, that comes, and I think that's really helped me for Top Chef, and it's been great.
So, what can you say about the rest of the season, and what do you want Charlotte viewers to know about your appearance?
Well, I can't really say much about the rest of the season.
I know.
Everyone's going to have to tune in, but good try. And I don't know. I think that, being a Vietnamese American chef, I definitely pull a lot of that, kind of the stories of my family. I pull a lot of stories and kind of the inspirations of, a lot of my cooking experience in France, but I definitely am pulling things from working in NASCAR and working with, with Legacy Motor Club. And I think I try to, I don't know, be pretty dynamic, in the competition. So I guess everyone's just gonna have to wait and see.
All right, sounds good. I'll take that tease. Top Chef, Monday nights on Bravo. Appreciate you joining us here this morning, and we'll be watching you. You're one of our own, so it should be very fun. All right, appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.